Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see you up and about. Mm-hmm. Not just taking it easy like old Uncle Mark is. He's taking it easy. Not got a care in the world. But what can I buy for $30? I don't know. Some kind of trinket. Yeah. Have y'all seen enough of the back of my head? Yeah. Mm. Go unbutton this other button here.
Okay, good. That's really fun.
Yeah. I know. Say, call Ricky. Yeah, I'll call Ricky.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Rick. How's it going?
Nothing's going. Taking it easy.
Just sitting in the old recliner.
Yeah, my
Ki-
back's hurting. I'm sitting in a chair now.
Oh. Back's hurting. Wonder what causes that.
Probably sitting too much.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, I sat and
Watching too
waited
much YouTube.
waited for Social Security to come on the phone, and once they were on the phone, they wanted to know what I needed, my
You told him a power wheelchair, didn't you?
mother's maiden name. No,
Extra heavy duty. Yeah, extra heavy duty. You need an engine hoist and a butt hoist.
they told me they'd call me up the 29th, and what I needed was a bank routing number, so where to send the checks, and
You don't have a bank, do you? Or is it the one
yeah, oh yeah, I've got an account with some money in it. I don't know how much, but Rex won't let me see how much is in there. I could probably pitch a bitch and get into it and figure out what it was, but
You ought to move the money and close the account.
no, I've got
Get your debit card.
that's where it's being paid for Medicaid.
Oh.
You know, Medicaid's getting their
I thought
share.
it was a different account. I thought you were talking about like your own little allowance account.
No, my allowance account goes into that bank, and then that bank writes a check to uh, Medicaid. Medicaid, and they send it out here, and then this place sends a check to Medicare, and money goes round and round and round and round and round,
Yeah.
and I get to stay out here in this
No,
wonderful.
they dump it to a sieve and it just goes everywhere.
Just
That's
goes
about how my
everywhere.
money goes. They just dump it to a sieve and wherever it drips, that's what it gets paid.
Yep. So you're not out there trying to fix that swimming pool, huh?
What swimming pool?
The kids' pool, you gotta fix that ladder.
I'm lost. What swimming pool?
Didn't you have a swimming pool for the kids? Or was
No,
that you?
wasn't me. I mean, Amy and them had a little kids above ground pool, but they didn't put it up this year.
No. Well,
It didn't have no light in it. It had a little pump that, there's barely enough power to kind of halfway keep it clean until they started jumping in and out of it. And then it wasn't that clean at all. It'd take forever for it to clean it back out. Oh,
yeah.
the light, that was at the ball fields.
No.
I didn't go there or nothing. Yeah, I was going to score the game the other night and then realized the shed where the scoreboard controller goes to score the big game had no power to it. I mean, it was wired, but for some reason somebody took the switches out of it, or receptacles out of it, and the light fixture out of it. I don't know if they were rewiring it and just got that far and stopped, or what happened.
So none of the scores that you put up actually
Well, they work,
went
see,
up on the board.
two ball fields have an app and like a receiver and a transmitter, and you can access it through your telephone. And then, on your telephone, there's a little score thing. It says balls, strikes, and outs. And then it's got innings and home and visitors. So you can score it right like that. And then that one has been acting up. Half the scoreboard will work. Sometimes 2/3 of it will work or 3/4 of it will work. Right now, when I looked at it Tuesday night's game, I looked over there at it and it was acting up again. So the top half of the outs wouldn't work, the lights, so you couldn't tell. You could kind of tell it was a one or a two. And then the score on the visitors team, only half of that lit up. So I don't know if it's got brown light bulbs or if it's just not making. They called it a ribbon tape in there that runs everything, which I could see it because they've got all individual light bulbs, which means that ribbon tape would probably have multiple accesses. So, so it could do a 6 or a 5 or a 4 or a 3,
Yeah.
line up just enough light bulbs to make it look like that. So I don't know if the problem's there or if it's burnt out light bulbs. But I decided not to mess with it. But then this other one is the old timey one that you plug it in. It's got a control box. You have to, make it work manually. And it doesn't work manually. It doesn't work at all. I couldn't even find out how to turn the scoreboard on. But then I remembered when I was looking at the thing, I realized it has to be plugged in to work, and there's no power out there. So you can't really score from anywhere else but behind, because you got to be able to hear the umpire call out the balls and strikes.
Well, and you're lacking because you can't hear out of one ear, and you got one eye that's halfway bad, and got a leg that's crimped up.
Yeah. Probably a couple more days of being cut off or not. Or if I hadn't caught it when I did, probably. But she told me when that happens that I should go directly to an urgent care place.
What, you get the bee sting?
Well, they don't bother me that much. But unless you were allergic, yeah, probably so. Those little places are all over, Andy.
Yep, go to a quick cares thing and
Yeah.
flop around on the ground for a little while until they come fix you up.
Yeah, that's supposed to.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, I gotta have you.
For what?
Keep me awake.
I want to say hi to Kathy. She's here.
No, I really don't.
Well, I thought you might want to say hi.
No, I really don't.
She just got out of the hospital. She's not feeling too good.
Oh, no, I really don't.
They just came over to get the dog.
Good. I hope they have fun.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell her I said hi.
I don't? Or did you?
No, you don't even tell her I said hi. Do you know how many chances she had to call me? About 800 chances or days that she had to call me. And you know how many times she called me? 0.
I was going to say, I probably don't need that one hand.
0. And I'm getting to the point where if I gotta call people, like I got this one friend, he lives somewhere in Georgia.
Yeah, there's some dumbass out there.
And I tried to get him to call me. He won't call me.
He won't?
No, he won't call me. My phone hardly ever rings.
Well, that's because you don't give me a chance. Now, wait a minute. I returned your call ago when you called. I was taking a piss, and I wasn't just going to try to stop, run back into the living room, I dick in my hands, and piss all over myself.
Oh.
I immediately called you back. You didn't answer because your phone was busy. So you must have been on the phone with Eric or Rich, one of your favorite two brothers. Or you might have been on the phone with somebody who actually cares about you other than me a little bit more than me, probably. Maybe a whole lot.
Come in, Ice Girl.
Hey, Mark.
No, you're not Ice Girl.
No, Tish went home. She had to go work her other job.
Oh no.
Okay, we're having boneless chicken wings, mashed potatoes, carrots, and peaches.
Oh, okay. How about ice?
Would you wait? I gotta do the menus first.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
And then I'll come back. Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What'd you choose?
Ice.
Just
No,
chicken
but what?
fingers?
There is no choice except for I could get a grilled cheese sandwich, and if I wanted one. But they, you know, I'll just stick with what the regular is.
They
And
make about 30 of those, huh? Just have them handy for snacks or something.
what? The
Grilled cheese sandwich.
no. Well, see, she'll get that down there, and they'll know how many to make, and they'll make whatever people ask for.
Oh, okay.
And you know,
Well, that's what I asked. I heard the chicken stuff. I didn't hear the grilled cheese. Or is that your?
no,
Is that
grilled
your
cheese.
optional choice
Yeah,
every
that's
day?
your optional. You've got several options. You can have grilled cheese, or you can have baked on cheese, or you can have thrown on the wall cheese, or
Oh, I didn't know there was that many cheese sandwiches.
yeah, you can have dropped on the floor cheese, and
What do they call that? Gritty cheese?
grit cheese, grit cheese.
Dirt grit cheese. Cheese with a little crunch.
What are you saying to what are you saying to Kathy? Did you tell her hi? And,
No, I got it walked out of the room so we could have our own conversation. Because they're in there having their conversation. See, I'm courteous like that. I talked to you a little bit because I thought you might want to say hello to each other, but apparently not. So,
why would I want to talk to her? I mean, she doesn't want no cripple hanging around.
well, no, but you know, hey, when I see somebody that I haven't seen or talked to in a long time, I have a conversation with them. Like Sue Jones and Debbie Treefeather, and those are the only two ladies I know that I kind of, well, I went to school with one of them, worked with the other one, and her husband was a good friend of mine. Now he's deceased, but that was of his own doings. This is my personal opinion, I think the other girl he married when he divorced Debbie was a narcissist and basically took everything he had from him. And then when he said, well, you took everything but my life, maybe I ought to just kill myself, her response was, well, why don't you? So he did. And she didn't get prosecuted in any way, shape, or form. And then his own actual two children didn't get anything. She kept everything. He had like drawings. He's the one that drew that picture of me. I think I showed it to you. Trucking. I brought the truck to a truck stop, Dad's truck. He drew a picture of it like a hot rod. Did an excellent drawing. I mean, he was very talented. Did an excellent drawing of the truck in a cartoon and made me look like that guy on the Grateful Dead album, Trucking.
No, I haven't. I didn't have albums like you did. You were the album master. Do you still have all those albums?
Yeah, but some of them have gone by the wayside. I've got about maybe 60
Yeah.
left.
Well, they're back in style now.
I know, so are belt bottom pants. And then pants that we used to wear out with holes in them, and people say, aren't you due for new pants? Nowadays, people are buying pants, paying top dollar, $100 for pants that look like I remember we used to wear our blue jeans out when they had holes in them. We got new ones. Well, now they buy brand new ones with holes in them and shredded. That's a fad. I told one old girl the other day, one of the Amber's kids. Well, I said, yeah, that's probably been a couple of months or when I see her, but she's still walking up. The legs were tore out all the way down on both sides. I just looked there and said, it's about time you get a new pair of pants, ain't it? She just looked at me, called me. I said the same thing. Now, before our pants got that bad, our parents used to buy us new ones.
Yeah, you're a nut, Ricky. I'll tell you what, you're a good nut. I wish you were sitting in this.
You wish I was a carton of Tom and Jerry's chocolate cookie dough ice cream.
Yeah, you brought me two. You brought me 2 containers of that stuff. That was a good deal.
Not at the same time, I don't think. I thought I got one day and one the other day.
Yeah. You did.
They had, I think it was strawberry. Oh, you wanted chocolate, and the little Allsup's didn't have chocolate, but they had chocolate cookie dough. You said it was okay.
Yep. I didn't want for ice cream those days.
Well, I was only there 2 days. Long enough to say hi and bye, I guess.
What were you doing down here anyway? I can't remember.
Charlie passed away.
Oh yeah, that's right. You went to the
Yeah. It was about halfway between Dallas and Houston, I guess. Maybe a little closer to Houston. I can't remember. It's about 250, 300 miles to Houston, ain't it? From Dallas?
Yeah, something like that.
I know it took about 6 hours to get from the funeral to you. So I know you're above Dallas of Pilot Point, so, but it took about a 6-hour ride.
Yeah.
From the funeral.
Good man.
I was a good. Before I got to Tyler, Texas, I branched off between Tyler and Shreveport. I ended up turning on GPS because, hell, I had no idea where I was going. You know, I mean, I knew one town they told me to go to, but it turned out to be actually not as close as I thought it was to the cemetery. And it's a good thing I went ahead and went to the cemetery that straight up that night because I thought, well, there'd be something around there. No, you talk about in the middle of nowhere. This was still, I mean, there was more people, but this was still rural Texas. I mean, rural Texas. I mean, like the house every 5 or 6 miles at best, Texas, where all these little farm FM roads came together. Wasn't that farm? FM was something, and then there was the other one, SR. SR was a state route. FM was county road. County road, isn't it? Isn't that what the FM was on the
Farm Road.
Was it Farm Road?
Farm Road. FM.
Yeah.
Farm Road. Farm Road 126. Farm Road 999.
Yeah, those are basically county roads, right?
Basically, yeah.
I mean, they might go from county to county, but they're definitely. Well, it took me over an hour and a half just to get to the interstate.
From Charlie's grave zone. So you left an empty beer can on his grave?
No.
No.
Charlie didn't drink that much, as far as I remember. I'll never ever remember Charlie drinking out. The only time I know that we had that big shindig that there was a lot of alcohol at was when they had their 50th wedding anniversary there in Dallas. They had a big party. They had all kinds of alcohol there. They had a German rum cake. I got a few pieces of that. Only to realize it had actual rum poured into the cake. I got kind of high off that.
German rum cake.
And the first time I had some girls chasing me, I had some cousins there. You remember Sherry McKinney?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she was related to my half brother Richard, so I guess they were half cousins. But they were there. She was chasing us around. I think there was another one, the older one named Avis or something like that. I can't
All,
remember it. I remember
Alvis, Alvis,
Alice, yeah, something like that.
Alvis,
She was the older one. Now, I tell you what,
Gregory, Alvis, why can't Alvis Gregory? I think it's a
uh,
girl.
I don't remember, but I remember Sherry, well, not Sherry Andre, but Sherry McKinney. She was the first set of tits I ever seen. She was wearing like a halter top thing, and we were playing in the yard, and she was on the swing, and she got swinging real high, and when she went backwards, that wind got up under her halter top and pulled it open like a balloon, and she was coming back, and I was behind the swing, and I got a perfect shot of them titties, and I got as well as like titties hanging down over me. That was the first set of titties I ever seen. Man, they were pretty. They weren't little, they were good sized.
Oh, I know.
Things like it's funny, you never forget the first thing, the first time you ever had sex, and the first time you ever seen something like that. That was before the Playboy days. I was probably, hell, I don't know how old I was. I probably was between 8 or 10, but I remember them titties. I think I seen it 2 or 3 times. I mean, that was the first time I ever seen it, but every time she'd come backwards, she was leaning way forward, you know. Had to swing.
Yeah, halter tops are cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
liked them.
yeah. Especially when I wore a bra underneath.
Yeah, well, you don't wear a bra with a halter top.
Depends on how modest you were. But back then, I don't guess there was no modesty.
No, back then it was all fun and games.
You know,
Good times had by
but,
all.
yeah, but Sherry was a little older than me. I think she was more like Gary's age or Rex's age, if I
No, but
remember.
Kelly was. You're thinking of Kelly. You had Sherry, Kelly, and Chris. Chris was a boy. He was Eric's
Well,
age.
I stopped it right there. I was not interested in no boys' kids, so it had to be a girl.
Yeah.
I guess it could have been. Guess I always thought it was Sherry. She
Sherry
might have been
was
the
in
oldest one.
was in my grade ahead of me, and Kelly was in Rex's class.
Well, it wasn't the older one; it was the middle one.
Yep, Sherry.
Oh,
That's what you lusted over, and your lust has done infiltrated your mind, and you
and
you
that's a
must
little lie.
you must prostrate yourself before the Lord, and
Okay,
and we,
all right.
it's,
It's not prostrated. It's called repent.
no, you got
Yeah.
it. No, you can
Yes.
repent, but they call it prostrate, don't they?
No, I never heard that expression.
I I I think it's a word.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I don't know what it means.
And I think you've got to lay it on the line with the Lord and say, Lord, look what I've done. Look at the
Well,
mess that I've made.
that's repent.
Did Kathy go home?
No, I don't guess. I think the dogs are still out there.
It's
Oh
still
man,
having fun, huh?
my low back has gotten so damn stiff today. back from doing that little electrical job, and my feet were cold for some reason. I mean, it wasn't that barefoot. It's not that. It was a little cold. I moved the tools over when I got home. It was damp, but still, well, it was 8 o'clock. That's when you and I talked for an hour and a half. After I got the tools moved over and went in and sat in the Tahoe and talked to you, so I wouldn't wake Jill. So it was a good thing. I came in, she was still asleep. I don't think she ever knew I left. If she did, she didn't say nothing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You don't need her to be checking up on you. 'Cause you're your own man.
I got one emotion you can throw away.
Yeah, I'm such this terrible womanizer that.
You are. Hound dog. Oh, hound dog.
Well, I might be a hound dog. I like sniffing around.
I don't know why you aren't watching these sailing channels that I keep trying to get you to watch. There's some pretty good lookers out there. Like Sailing Doodles. Doodles. Sailing Doodles. Y'all watch that. He does nothing but have pretty women on there. He knows what it takes.
Yeah, money.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I guess I've taken up enough of your time.
Okay.
So you're done for the day. You're staying home the rest of the day, huh?
Yeah, well, I needed to do something. I need to locate that damn leak in that shower upstairs so I can fix a hole in the ceiling. Then I cut in the ceiling downstairs in the powder room because it's getting winter and those joists go right to the eaves, and there's no insulation there. There might be some out at the end, but the cold air gets in there, it comes right in. I need to get that hole filled up. But before I fill it up this time, I want to definitely. I know where the leak. What's causing the leak now? It's when the shower head is turned off, but the water is on to the shower. So
Yeah.
there's either a leak or the pipe threads in, but there shouldn't be because I use pipe dope on everything. I don't like Teflon tape.
No, I don't either.
I mean, I have used it on several occasions, but I really don't like it.
Nope. Don't like it either.
And it seems like when you brush it on the threads, you can see it in the threads.
Yep.
And then when you tighten it up, then you know it's there. And it's basically a sealant anti-seize is what it is, a lubricant. That I thought it was a sealer, but it's actually classified as a thread lubricant. How they classify it. It works great on gas lines, especially gas lines, because you're dealing with some combustibles. I don't like dealing with things that could go boom in the night when you're asleep. But, oh well. I got things to do and I'm just too damn lazy to do them.
Well, you take it easy a little longer and get up and let the heat of the day pass by and fix yourself up a cup of coffee and.
I don't drink that shit. It's horrible. I don't know how anybody drinks that shit. I don't care what you put in it.
Yeah. Well, I'm coming to you with 8,000 watts of power.
Mm-hmm.
And I say coffee. I say the coffee does, the coffee does, the coffee does the trick.
Oh, so you've been recording me again. I heard your YouTube click.
No, Ricky, why would I do that?
Get me in trouble.
Get you in trouble.
Hey, they monitor this shit nowadays.
You're an internet sensation. In fact, you're wanted in several counties around here.
That shouldn't be.
No, I tell you what, you are the best old friend a guy could ever have. And I mean that, Ricky. You are a number one guy, and I'm sorry that Eric threw your wheelchair away. But that's Eric.
But he didn't throw my wheelchair away. Here's the thing. Even if you didn't want it, it could have been donated to the Goodwill,
Yep.
or it could have been donated to the place there for
Yep.
somebody who might want to use it. So
Yep.
they can't get around good.
Yep.
I mean, and I told him. See, what pissed me off is when he lied, because I would rather you spit in my face than to lie to me. When he said the batteries were no good, and I said,
Yeah.
there were no batteries in it.
Yeah. Little Eric.
Had in it were
You full of
not work.
shit.
They were very weak. I was told they were weak. I charged them. They were very weak. I mean, they barely had any life in them. So I took them out.
Yeah, I remember just looking at it and everything. But like I said, that's just Eric.
I do know it didn't have the big wheels, but it had some pretty good sized wheels on it. But that one I was looking for, that was over there in some little town on the other side of Waco. It was like $500 all they wanted for it. And you would have loved it, I'm sure.
I want a little rascal.
A little rascal.
They go everywhere.
No, I think I know what you're talking about now. No, that's a piece of shit.
They're 3 wheels, I think.
Yeah, that was the best.
Oh, right, ice.
Do you want me to dump
Ice and a Mountain Dew, yeah. Dump this. I got a Mountain Dew over there.
Okay.
Oh, you did one. They did one from you?
Huh?
Sweating it out. You said you had a Mountain Dew, or did they hide one? Oh, that's right, they came yesterday. They replenished your stock?
Yep, Mountain Dew. Pow! Man, when I hooked my earbuds up to this microphone, it just, everything is so loud. It did. That scooping that ice out of there and opening up that can, just pow, pow, pow. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know if you had me on speaker or not.
No, I don't have you on speaker.
Well,
But
I never
it,
know, so, I mean, you had me on speaker with Lori the other day. We were having a conversation.
well, it just depends on. Sometimes you could be on speaker. I don't know.
Well, if I ever get carried away or say something offensive, just tell me I'm on speaker.
Yeah, well, you don't anymore because you've toned it down from the fire and brimstone.
No,
You
it just depends on who pisses me off and how I feel.
Ah, let me get up here. Boy, I swear I feel like I'm sitting here with dangling my legs over the edge of this thing.
Do they ever rub your feet or anything and you just don't feel nothing? Huh?
Nope, don't feel nothing.
I'm worried that tumor might be coming back.
No, it's Ricky. It wasn't ever a tumor.
Well,
It's
said it was fatty tumor is what I
it's
heard.
a fatty on the squishing the nerves.
pressure on the nerves is why you can't feel it. I mean, that's what they said about little Dennis.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's an act of God, man. I mean, plain and simple. For some reason, God wanted me to show me a different part of life.
Well, I'll pray that he be like the leopard that they four guys let down through the roof, and Jesus healed him.
Well,
Then they were asking who did the sin, the parents or this man, and he said neither sinned. This one, he
okay,
Hello.
look who's here.
sounds like Lori.
No, it's Erica.
Oh, hi, Erica.
Hi.
He's dead. He's dead to the world. You gotta just leave him alone. Unless you want, what do you want to give him a bath or something?
I just had one the other day.
Huh?
You're talking to Brent. I was gonna say, I can tell myself.
It's your shower day.
I just took one the day before yesterday. I didn't get it dirty yet.
Well, did they bring you food yet, or was that just for getting him a bath?
No, that was her wanting to give him a bath, and it's stupid.
I took one the other day.
I know, Brent, it's stupid
What?
to give him
Don't even
a
have a chance to get dirty.
to give him a shower every 2 days or every other day.
That's too much.
I mean, it's just, he's clean.
Hey, I like a shower. At least twice, maybe 2 times a week. Not every other day.
I used to take a bath every
Because they don't wash me good enough anyway.
But then again, I was pretty dirty and sweaty and had sawdust all over me.
They still be out there.
You know, it's so,
Yeah, I'm still
I
doing
like
that.
changing the bed sheets. Which my bed sheets look like hell right now anyway, because she hasn't been in here.
I get a shower. I want to spend at least a half an hour or two. Start a little clean? Yeah. Now,
Now,
just let it get me wet. Pull me out there. Wet.
we let you go so you can talk
Put me in the hallway.
No, he's wound up. I'm hoping he'll turn him off.
There's nobody here. Just you and me.
I know, and I'm turning you off. Go back to sleep, boy.
Shit.
I ain't gonna make you take a shower.
Hey, maybe you need to go to sleep.
I can't go to sleep.
Why?
My brain bothers me. It says, get up, get up, get up. Do.
Yeah.
My brain says, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? God dang. Man, you gotta let me send you one of these microphones.
I don't want no microphone.
I ain't carrying that sumbitch around. I ain't got room. I ain't got room between the end of my desk. I have to have my computer as close to the edge of the desk as possible.
Yeah.
When I'm working. And I already got headphones that I have to move out of the way. I got paperwork to go.
Oh, did I tell you? I think I've had a pair of real neat headphones stolen from me.
Oh shit! They can't find them.
I can't find them.
I think you need to start putting on tell somebody to give you a Sharpie to start putting something.
Well, most of the stuff I've got's black, Rick. But these headphones were cool, man. These headphones were cooler than cool. And they're goner than gone. And I can't fucking believe it, man.
Yeah, I guess you need to call and make a police report on that. You've been missing stuff.
Well, they only cost me $11. They're regular $35, and they had them on sale for $11. And man, I can't pass that up. But they were they're little old. They weren't amplified or anything. They were just nice little old deep, deep cuff, deep ear pads that were big and round and would fit your ears, and they were nice. They were nice headphones. Really too big for what I have, But they're gone.
You had somebody look?
No, I looked. I looked yesterday while I was in my wheelchair. I looked all through everything, and it's gone away. Boy, it'd sure be nice if God would or Jesus would come down and heal the sick and touched by an angel. All of a sudden he'd turn back on my back. I bet that's what Dennis hoped and prayed.
Actually, they did say right after that they could teach him to walk with leg assist, little thing. I think he had a little movement though. I think he had a little movement, but anyway, I might be wrong about that. If he'd have to get down to 195. And what did Mom and Gary do? They blood made it worse. Mom kept feeding him. I said, Mom, what are you doing? They said they could put these things on there and teach him how to walk. With these metal braces on his legs, it's like artificial legs. All he had to do, and at that time, this was back when he was still young and in school, high school, and he had no interest. He preferred to lay back, beat on the wall, and say, grumble, grumble, at 11 o'clock at night. And then when he'd go out and say, what do you need, Dennis? Mom's in bed. And he said, I want Grandma. About that time, Mom comes in there and he says, can you go get me a piece of cheese? Oh, I was so fucking pissed off. I said, if you want a piece of cheese, you need to get your ass out of that bed, because he could get himself in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
He could scoot his bottom around.
Yeah, 190, you can pretty well do a whole lot of things.
Well, he was just barely over 200, but he wasn't like me at 250 at this time. He only had to lose about 10 pounds, and what did Mom do? Enabled him not to be able to do it. When she got done with him, I love my mom, but I'm mad at her about that. I said, Mom, you and Gary are enablers, and I said, that's not good. It's just like Gary getting him that gun. He's threatened to commit suicide. He's attempted suicide. And then you go out and later on in life when he says, when Grandma's gone, I'll be gone. Like shit like that, and you go buy him a fucking 9mm Glocks. I'm sorry. I believe I would have loved my son a little more than to give in to enable him to kill himself. And then when he does do it, I'll never forget it. Well, at least he was man and true to his word. He said that without any fucking remorse, Mark.
I know. Gary?
I couldn't say it without shedding a tear. He didn't shed no fucking tear.
I think he was nuts, man.
And not only that, they argued all the time. They fought cats and dogs all the time. I mean, Gary took him his food. He had it where if he needed Gary for something, he'd call him on the damn telephone. I don't think that's probably why he don't have a telephone now. He's got the home phone. The home phone's still up there, but he ain't got no cell phone. But long story short, I honestly believe that they got in an argument, and Gary was saying, look, my foot's broken. You need to go to the assisted living home till I can get better. And Dennis heard him thousands of times tell Mom he was going to put her in the pine box and throw away the key. tell him, bullshit, Gary. It's her house. Why don't you go somewhere? She can sell the damn house and put it in a trust for sale to pay for somebody to come take care of her ass. She
Yep.
won't come with me, That was my attitude. I mean, I'm grateful for the inheritance, but I give it all back. I'd rather have my mom than that inheritance. And the only way, hey, I would have gotten. This is the other thing. I would have not gotten if Dennis didn't kill himself. I actually believe that it was set up since he was the guardian, and I told him this years ago, and maybe he did it. He just lied to me. I told him. I said, if they're not paying, I told them all the time, I said, they should be paying you something for what you're doing. They got the money to pay a professional to come in and do it, but you won't let them, that you're doing it. I said, you don't need to be paying for these Depends and diapers and care products out of your pocket, living in poverty, when he's got the money to buy the shit.
Yeah.
I said, I even
Yeah.
said shit to Mom. I said, you need to be reimbursed. And finally, when we got that new guy, he would reimburse her. All Mom had to do was, when she went to Farmington to buy his Continent products, she just brought the receipt to him, and he'd cut her a check. So that was the new guy, the guy he had before. He was a dumbass redneck jerk. But
Yeah.
Gary thought he was a prominent guy in the town, but when he got to know him better, it's just like what they do, They prop up they think prominence is people with money.
Yeah.
That they're the elite, like they're special, that they should be put on a pedestal.
Well, he should have
Very
been.
much.
He should have been let go to a real rehabilitation place and let them cut back on his food and everything.
Well, the thing is that unfortunately, like that, Mark, it's like they said to you. You can sign yourself out for 36 hours, but after that, they taking your bed away from you, giving it to somebody else. Remember that when I got you out, and you said about signing yourself out for the day. That one day we went riding around in a pickup truck. That she flat out said it. Said, well, he can sign himself out for 36 hours, but after that, because like I told her, I said, well, hell, you can't even really take a vacation for a week, can you? And she said, no, 36 hours is it. If you're gone over 36 hours, they consider you gone.
Yep.
I was a little shocked and horrified about that. I mean, it was nice that you could sign yourself out for 36 hours ain't but a day and a half.
Yep.
24 18's 36, right? Yeah. So that's basically a day and a half, a little over a day and a half.
Yep.
So
Guess
where the
you.
fuck did you go?
Good.
You could ride to my house and stay one day and turn around and come back. That's about all you'd have. Not even stay a full day if it's 36 hours. Because it takes everywhere from 9 to 12 hours to go from Atlanta to Dallas on the highway.
Yep. And that's if you're cruising.
Yeah. Well, that last trip was probably the quickest trip I ever made from Atlanta to Dallas, other than the time we rented that Chevrolet Euro. It's like a rally sport car. We rented it at Alamo at the airport and drove to Texas because I didn't have anything decent to drive at that time. And I thought we was going down driving down the middle of the night, and I thought the speedometer had broke on that damn car. I said, shit, we ain't got no damn speedometer. And Phil says, well, how fast are you going? I said, oh, the speedometer broke. And then when we went to pull off to get gas, I said, well, we'll have to get gas. I think probably within 30 minutes or so. I said, well, I guess I need to get some gas. Did I let off the gas, and the car slowed down and slowed down, and then I hit the brakes a little bit and realized here comes the speedometer. The whole time I had that fucking speedometer buried. That was the smoothest, I swear, the smoothest and quietest car I ever drove in my life. It was a Chevy Lumina Euro. It had a little wing on the back and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That little fucker cut through the air. And we drove from Atlanta to Dallas in 9 hours and 50 minutes with a 45-minute stop at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was total time on the road. That was probably stopping and getting gas maybe once or twice, maybe at the most. But this time I went to Charlie's, I was just before Shreveport. I'm trying to think of what it's a medium-sized town. I drove almost 500 miles on a tank of gas. And I didn't stop either. I had my sodas and chips and everything. And I drove from Atlanta to that gas station nonstop.
Well, miracles do happen.
It was right after I teed that thing up. I put spark plug wires and spark plugs on it, but I forgot the damn thing had a rotor button and a cap on it. But it still runs smooth and good, strong as ever, not skipping. Although the check engine light came on the other day, it was a 420, which is an oxygen sensor. I think it's a back oxygen sensor on the left or right side. I can't remember. Yeah, look up PO420. I'll tell you what it is. That's kind of neat how they got those computer codes set up. They're all the same. I found out. The car might be different, but the car, if it's an oxygen sensor or throttle body control or something, they've got a list of codes, and that code is the same throughout every vehicle and every manufacturer.
Yeah.
Just because it'd be too much confusion on the codes. So if a Toyota 4Runner's got an oxygen sensor, it would be the same code as mine, PO420. And it's a specific oxygen sensor. It'll either be before the catalytic converter or after the catalytic converter. And if you got dual exhaust or single exhaust.
Yeah, it is kind of an uncomfortable kind of place.
It's kind of funny. That Tahoe's got dual exhaust up to the catalytic converter. It's got a collector pipe. But then after the catalytic converter, it's all single. And like 1 3/4 or 2 inch to the catalytic converter on each side, it's a 2 1/4 inch pipe coming off the catalytic converter.
Hell of a deal.
Yeah, hell of a deal.
Hell of a deal.
But here's a nice thing. I know it's an old piece of junk, as everybody says. It looks like hell. But I can take it to Mako, get it painted, and get the 2 captain chairs re-leathered up front, and not have $3,000 into it. You can't buy a used vehicle for that. You cannot buy a used vehicle now that's within 3 to 5 years. Gasoline cars are, I don't know what it is, but the price. I was watching a YouTube guy the other day, and he said he was at a Dodge dealership, and he said this truck was $100,000. A pickup truck. What the heck? $100,000 for a pickup truck. It's supposed to be that one. I seen a commercial the other day that's talking about how luxurious this truck is, and I'm going, well, what do you need a truck for? If it's a truck's for work, dude. You don't need a pickup truck as a pussy truck. So you got a little gay flag on it or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, what do you want to do with a pickup truck?
I mean, I got gearing in mine. mine, I could pull 78 pounds. That's a pretty good tow package for a little V6.
Not only did you have to worry about the wall,
Yep.
but you had to worry about the underground.
And it's got the big brakes and the extra heavy duty suspension. So I get a kick out of it. These, and I was learning about the codes you see on the trucks all the time now. They got Z71 off road and make a big deal about it. And I got a Z, what is it, the suspension? I think it's Z83 or Z82 is the suspension, and the C83 is the tow package that you can get with it. Mine's all in the 80s. I got a heavy duty frame, heavy duty suspension, and a small compact truck. Well, I say compact, it's considered a work truck. But it's kind of funny. The motor's not that strong. It's 285 horsepower motor, but it delivers 305 foot-pounds of torque. And I know your pulling capacity is in torque, not horsepower. So I've got an engine that only puts out 285 horses, but puts out over 300 foot-pounds of torque. Now, I know you get a big 1.5 ton or so, they're putting out 10,000 or 15,000, I mean, not 10,000, 1,000 or 1,500 foot-pounds of torque, yeah. But what do you need that unless you're pulling a big-ass horse trailer with horses or something all the time? Well,
Or you can't afford it because you spend all your money on dynamic microphones so that you can hear every pin drop.
well, when I hit this little phone thing you got, well, so you're using your microphone to talk to me right now on the telephone?
Yeah, I've got, it's picking up the sound off the phone, and, I'm getting my voice and your voice, and I can turn it down or up or down. Right now I'm about 3/4 up.
Oh, okay. I did not know you were using that for your phone.
Oh yeah, man, I try, if I could, I'd have all 4 of my computers, or all 5 of them up where I could use them every day.
What the hell do you need 5 computers for?
Well, it's because I'm a nut. I'm a
What
nut.
flavor? Walnut, pine nut,
Yeah,
nut,
I'm a pecan nut.
Henry nut, peanut.
And I'm a pecan nut.
Oh man, that hurts my low back.
But anyway, let's end this on a positive note.
Happy birthday to you. You belong in a zoo. You look like a monkey and smell like one too.
No, goodness gracious.
What else?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, we're all good. Just get that boat ready for me. Gotta have the boat, and
What boat?
you got a boat back there. I saw it.
Yeah, I gotta trash it. What is that? There's a little fiberglass one with the V-hole. That was more safe. It's been rotted. I want to destroy it, get the motor off of it. But you said I probably can't sell it because now you can't even use the 2-cycle oil on the motor.
Yeah,
Out in the ocean. You can't use 2-cycle in the ocean either.
yeah, you can use it on the ocean.
Well, maybe that's where I need to take it.
Take it to the ocean and deep six it.
I'll take it to the ocean. Go down there with this marina today. I got this motor. My boat finally rotted, and I'm not going to use it. Will you give me a couple $100 for it? A little gas. I bet if I throw a little gas in it, I'd get this thing to fire.
Hello?
Probably could. Be surprised.
Oh, them Johnson motors were excellent dependability.
But
Yeah.
but
I mean, the water pump might be dry rotted in it for sitting so long, but
yeah.
and it might not. It might pump water. You never can tell.
No, some of them do. Some of them last forever. Okay, Rick. Well, thank you for keeping me occupied.
Thank you for keeping me away from my TV program. I get burned out on it, but you can also get kind of glued to it sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
These idiots in automobiles. I kind of like watching people fuck up and crash. Now, the real bad ones, I don't.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of one where these smart asses in these hot rod cars that they got that come out of a corner and peel out burning rubber, and then they lose control and hit a phone pole or something. Those are the ones I think are funny. I got a beaver down there. The beaver down there in the creek eating some. Guess he likes 800 as much as a deer. The deer stuff is about daylight to 8 o'clock. Well, see the acorns down there. I'm looking at the beaver.
Don't ever fuck with one, 'cause they'll tear the hell out of you with them teeth.
Yeah, if they can shoot out a tree, I guess they can.
They will. They'll tear the hell out of you. Okay, Mr. Scoggins. I'll probably be calling you in another 2 hours or so.
Give me a little time. Oh, man, my back is getting worse.
Take yourself some Tylenol and go to bed.
No, it's not going to help either. I'll talk at you later.
Okay, Rick. Thanks for hanging with me for a while.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Start off in 2 areas of the tunnels. Porter and Mike G will explore the opium den, while Dookie Brandon and I make our way to the underground jail, where 50 Chinese men
Well,
were massacred.
that was a long little ride.
He's gonna set that up on Shadow.
I wonder who'll listen to that. I could break that down into several parts, but I think that'll be the
Walking through it.
long rider. You made it this far. You know why I like him.
It's just like a little storage unit.
So, God bless you. God keep you from harm. Goodbye.